Hey y'all, it's Ashley and happy National Scrapbooking Day. This layout is going to be all about layering patterns, and that was my challenge for the Hip Kit Club little National Scrapbooking Day marathon that we're having over on the member forum. And so I wanted to create a fun little layout with lots of patterns and mixing and matching and things like that. So I'm going to walk you through that. I specifically chose black and white photos because I know that I'm going to want to use lots of different colors, and so I don't want to have anything clash. I also chose a white background, and so it's kind of like starting with a blank canvas and then using the black and white photos really make a difference in choosing my patterns. So everything that I'm choosing is from the April 2017 kit, and you'll see me flip over the patterns over and over again because I'm really trying to decide, like, because first of all, I'm mixing and matching lots of collections here, so I'm trying to figure out what goes best with each other. And then also because I'm trying to find particular patterns. So like this Oh My Heart collection pink, almost like a gingham type of pattern. I really like that for starting off because it's going to stand out against the white. So that's what I've chosen first, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and I cut it a few more times. I start with it kind of more of a thick piece underneath those two photos, and then I decide to chop it down a little bit more. Not really sure why. I think I was feeling like it was sticking out too much there at the bottom, and I'm adding several more patterns, so I decided to chop it down a little bit more, and if I want to add more pink, I can do that later. And then I also took a piece of this paper. I believe it's from the Lovely Day collection I think it's from the Lovely Day collection, I could be wrong, by Dear Lizzie. It's either that or Maggie Holmes' Chasing Dreams. And it has like little bunnies on one side, and then on the other side it has a navy stripe. And so I decided to use that as a vertical piece underneath my photos. And now I'm matting one of the pictures, which sometimes I like to do that if I use more than one photo so that it kind of stands out against the other photo. And then I pulled this piece that kind of has like a yellow and green, or creamy yellow and then like a green tone, and I wasn't really quite sure if I liked that, so I pulled that up, and then I decided to use kind of similar tones but just a little bit more like straight and sleek. And so I'm loving the way that that's looking so far. But I really wanted to like step it up and figure out like how I could add more to the page and more patterns and more layering. And so layering doesn't just have to be underneath your photo. You can use layers as like for embellishments or like around your page. And so that's what I'm doing right now, is finding some little circle punches, and I'm cutting out different patterns, and I'm going to start playing around and adding them on top of the circles to add more interest to this page. So I have that little piece. I think it's from the Oh My Heart collection, and it's a little geometric pattern, and then I cut it with a heart punch. But I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go in that direction or keep it more of like the crepe paper theme, I guess, playing off of the Oasis collection. And so I did end up going more with that. That didn't mean that I couldn't use some other patterns from the Oh My Heart collection, because I did end up using, like, that bottom pattern is from that, but I really wanted to stick with that kind of more of a, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say, but I wanted to do more of a crepe paper feel, and so I ended up choosing patterns that I felt like really complemented the look that I was going for. And so I am going to add that. It's kind of like a title piece there right next to my two photos, and I ended up layering I layered a piece of pink and white stripe paper from crepe paper underneath the piece that said Weekend Getaway, and then underneath that I put one of the specialty papers that came in our paper kit for April 2017. I'm also going to add that marble paper from the Pink Fresh Studio collection, which I love that paper. And then I'm also going to add a few more of these little pieces that I've cut out from the 12 by 12 paper. So I'm at this point trying to figure out how I'm going to start embellishing. And so this wasn't necessarily a beach trip or even a summer trip, but I feel like you can still use the Oasis collection, even though it's not, you know, it kind of screams summer, but that doesn't mean that you have to use it for summer themed photos. And so this was a picture taken in February, and it was a weekend getaway, and so we decided to, or I decided to use those photos and then with that collection, and I ended up really liking the way that it looked. And the flamingo has nothing to do with the photo, but I thought it was super cute, and so I went ahead and added that. And then I'm going to add some smaller embellishments around the page, like these little wood veneer pieces, and just layering those. And then I also added a button, and now I'm looking at these chipboard stickers by the Omar Hart collection. And I'm kind of trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. And I'm going to pull my glue back out and add a chipboard heart. And then I'm also going to add a flare piece. And just looking through the rest of my things to see if there's anything else I want to add. I think I found a little sticker there to add. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a couple of dots or misty spots of this Shimmers Paints in Oh Say Can You See, I believe. And so that finishes off the page. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you'll join me in the fun games and this challenge, and I will talk to you guys later.